Hi, it's Ian here. Welcome to More Clients TV. One of the questions I get asked the most often, and in fact one of the most popular web searches that ends up on my site, is how do I become a trusted advisor to my clients? I think everyone intuitively understands that if you can be seen and sought out as a source of valuable advice and support, then it's going to have major benefits in terms of winning long-term clients. If you're the first port of call for a client with a critical business problem, then you're in a tremendous position to help shape that client's thinking, to build a deep understanding of the situation, and to establish strong credibility throughout the discussion. In other words, you'll be in pole position to win any related work. And if you've established a position of being able to help and offer good advice across a broad range of issues, not just in your own specialism, then you become an indispensable partner, not just a supplier. But becoming a trusted advisor doesn't just happen overnight. The position's got to be earned, and that takes time and it takes consistent action. In this short video, I'm going to show you what you need to do to achieve that trusted advisor position. So I'll see you after the break. Okay, welcome back. What we're going to talk about is how to become a trusted advisor. And the clues to what to focus on are in the name really, trusted advisor. You've got to establish both a trust-based relationship with your client and you need to be viewed as a source of valuable advice. Now, building trust can only really be done by demonstrating and proving trustworthiness over time. Your client has to come to believe that you understand them, you have their best interests at heart, you'll deal with them with candour, always being honest about what you can and can't do, and taking a long-term perspective rather than seeing them as some kind of short-term sales prospect. Now, when the Huthwaite Group studied clients' perceptions of professional service providers, they found that of the key elements of trust, which in their words were candour, competence and concern, it was the area of showing concern and empathy for their clients where professionals performed the worst, much worse than their counterparts in product sales, in fact. Now, we consultants, accountants, lawyers, people who call ourselves professionals, we're actually trained and conditioned to be professional. So we feel the need to be objective and fact-driven and solution-focused. We feel we've got to constantly demonstrate our cleverness and expertise in order to be credible. But all of this really mitigates against showing genuine human concern for our clients and their challenges. It's not that we don't care about our clients, far from it, but we've got to learn to show it, to express our concern in ways that clients can appreciate. Using our listening skills, for example, not just to gather ammunition for our next verbal gem, but to build genuine and deep understanding of a client's situation. Now, when it comes to demonstrating that you can provide valuable advice, again, you've got to demonstrate it over time. Every interaction with your senior clients is a chance to either advance their perception of you as a source of valuable insight or not. Now, first you've got to earn your spurs, earn the basic right to be listened to by your senior clients. And you do this by demonstrating competence in the areas you've been hired for. Until you've done that, any attempts to advise them on wider areas are going to fall on deaf ears. You've got to demonstrate your basic capabilities first. But many professionals stop there. They limit their interactions with clients to talking about the work at hand and the specialism they focus on. Now, over time, this ends up with them being pigeonholed as just technical specialists, someone who can be relied upon to deal with specific topics, but not a trusted advisor who can help with more challenging problems. Now, to establish your trusted advisor status, you've got to demonstrate that you can give valuable advice outside your specialism. You've got to demonstrate your knowledge of business in general and of the client's business and his industry specifically. And that means you've got to do your homework. As a professional, you've got to know the key issues of the day in business and in industry generally, in your client's industry and more specifically in your client's company if you can. Now, as you get closer and closer to your client, they'll also begin to open up and share issues that are personal to them and their role. But at the start, it's the more general industry and company issues that you should focus on. So always make sure you're up to date with industry news and ask the client about their opinions. Put out kind of tentative hypotheses to gently establish the fact that you've been thinking about their industry and their company. So highlight a recent move a competitor made, for example, and ask them how effective they feel it was. And be prepared to give your own views as well. Now, don't push this too far too early. I've seen many junior consultants and aspiring partners rush far too fast into trying to coach senior clients long before they've earned the right. So instead, recognize where you are in your relationship. So have I established my basic competence? Have I created an impression of strong general business knowledge? And have I demonstrated useful insights into key business problems? So view the development of your relationship as a sort of ladder you climb, step by step and hand in hand with your client at every stage. Now, if you do this, you'll set yourself well apart from the vast majority of professionals and business developers. And if you do it really well, you'll find that the clients you develop your trusted advisor relationships with will support you for many, many years. See you soon.